Hey YouTube, apologies for not uploading much this week. I've been on a little bit of a staycation this week and been doing things like this. Yes, that was pretty epic. And I can highly recommend that to anybody who comes to San Francisco. Definitely worth investing the dollars. Anyway, enough of that. We have another shoe unboxing, and so we have something for you YouTubers out there. Can we see what it is? It's a Zoom Dunk Low Elite SB, of course, but let's get straight into here. Put the box aside, hidden out of the way. It's the Sean Malto. I think that's how you pronounce the name. Let's get the paper out. Sean Malto. It's his first pro shoe. It is following profile of the new Dunk, the Low Elite. I had a look at these last night when I bought them from my local skate shop. They did actually order them in for me because they're not feeling the new Low Elites, but that's between them and Nike, I suppose. What have we got? Well, it is a stunning blue. And we've kind of got here, it's kind of this, I don't know what you call it, maybe a zebra print type thing. I think the thing that drew me to these, they're in theory inspired by Samurai, although I don't quite see where it is, apart from on the inner sole. And so if we pull this bad boy out, is the camera getting that? You getting that, camera lady? She's looking at me, she's looking at me. Yes, she's got it. It's got a cool Samurai dude there, but that's not really what we're here to look at. We don't really want to look at the sole, we want to look at the shoe. So as I said, blue. Sort of, I'm not sure what this material is here. It feels rubberized to a certain extent. I'd imagine sort of ollieing, that might give a bit of protection there. It is so much lighter than a traditional Dunk. It seems odd calling them traditional Dunk. The thing that drew me to this shoe, and I'm not naturally going to be drawn to the Dunk Elite, was these little red marks, these kind of little stitching pieces on the swoosh. Just a little bit of detail, just to bring it out, just to make it kind of more interesting. Much thinner tongue. So I'm pulling a funny face, because filming outside, there's a lot of noise. There's beeping incessantly in the background. There's what sounds like a helicopter buzzing around. There's people walking their dogs and stuff. Anyway, enough of that. So there's this stitching here that really drew me to the shoe. It's kind of cool. Just a little bit different on a swoosh. They don't normally mess around with the swoosh Nike. They've just, you know, it's just a nice little feature. We've got these brass eyelet here on the tongue. On the side of the shoe, standard laces. What we don't get is a lace bag, and I know you old school dudes love your lace bag. We have on the sole, it's sort of translucent. The sole is different, it bends a bit more. It's a different type of grip to the standard Dunk. I think this is where they're taking it. And then just a little bit of heel detail, zoom there on the heel. But what I wanted to do really is to compare new Dunk Elite, old school Dunk. Old school Dunk from, I think, about 2004. These are really different shoes, you know. This is a Dunk from over 10 years ago, and it is 15 years of Nike. This is where they're taking it now. If we take the sole there, you can see how different those soles are. I hate to say this, given that I've just spent $110 on this shoe. It's a nice shoe, it's a nice shoe. Let's go that way, go this way. Ooh, ooh. It is a nice shoe. But I prefer the profile of the old Dunk. You know, more padding, big fat tongue, and it's not really a fair comparison because that's 11.5, that's a 12. Got these from Flight Club 5-6 years ago, probably paid more than I should do. So, do we think, is this really a Dunk? Nike tell us it is an evolved Dunk. Am I getting a nod? So YouTube, I'm getting signals from behind the camera and I don't know what she's talking about. SJ, new Dunk, old Dunk, new Dunk, old Dunk.
Oh.
SJ says old. I think I'm an old Dunk person. That's probably because I'm an old man. The one thing I do like on the new Dunks is I do like the metal rivet here. I think you can see that on the camera. That just adds, versus the old Dunk, which is like just punched through. It's just going to add a little bit more protection to this if you're really tying these on tight. If I just feel inside, yeah, the elastication's different. Previously on these old Dunks, I could get my fingers in and out, like all the way with the elastication. These are really integrated into the shoe now. You can't, yeah, it's the elastication is integrated. Anyway, let's put the old school. We're going to do an on feet with these at some point, which will be interesting because they're a little bit too small. So anyway, back to the Sean Malto. It is a modern shoe. I'm not a modern guy, I'm old fashioned. I'm pleased it's in my collection of shoes, predominantly for this little bit of stitching. It's stupid I've paid $110 for some red stitching on the swoosh. It's a very light shoe. I can imagine scaling this would actually be probably better. You're gonna feel the board more. You've got a little bit more flexibility to move, but I'm not 100% sold. So let us know. What do you guys think? Nike, what are you doing to me? Looking forward though to the next 15-year drop. I think it's going to be a good one. Anyway, until next time, until the next on feet, and I will do an on feet with these. Actually, that reminds me, let's put that aside. The controversy of on feet. I don't really do an on foot thing. I do more of an in motion. So it's an in motion on foot that you will see with this bad boy next. And until then, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, much appreciated. And so until next time, au revoir.